13,000.
Okay, we'll plan on 16 right, present heading, descend and maintain 13,000, Scout 5150.
Delta 982 is out of 260, descending me into clash. Juliet, 17 right transition, request an RNAV.
Meter 4838 reduced to 210.
210 on the speed, meter 4838.
Meter 4838, contact approach 123.85.
2385 for approach, meter 4838, good day.
Tower, you know, 246.
Right now we've got 311 for 17 right.
Southwest 775, just do that.
Southwest 775, cancel approach clearance. Flight heading 260, climb, just maintain 7,000.
Alright, 260, 7,000, we're going to set up for 17 right, thanks, Southwest 775.
Approach hello, meter 4838 on the ski to 12.4, we have kilo 210 on the speed, 16 right.
Meter 4838 to approach.
Expect runway 16 right, change your runway transition, runway 16 right.
Jet 380 to approach, altimeter 3, Denver altimeter 3007, expect visual 35 right. Introduce speed 170 to lead.
Flow to 170 leads in 2214.
76 Whiskey departure, roger. I have you, I'm showing Rick, what are you showing? What's your departure? 080.
Right heading 080, Scout 479.
Got 4716, introduce speed 170 to lead.
170 leads, Scout 4716.
50, then resume published speeds.
Approach Mach 4, below 12,000.
Mach 4, thanks for the service terminate, for exchange approved.
Good approved, Mach 4.
What's up, 5855, fly heading 260.
I'm saying 260, Scout 5855.
50.
350 heading, South 775.
Three four zero Bob Julius Squawk 0402 Cirrus West. 2 o'clock, 15 miles.
Inside, Scout 5479.
Scout 5479, fly heading 150, join the final clear visual approach, 16 right.
And 150 to join the final, clear visual 16 right, Scout 5479. Tower 35-3, Scout 4716.
Then it's clocking out 10 miles.
Return 200, Scout 5855.
Scout 5855, you have the airport inside.
Just we do Scout 5855.
5855, clear visual approach, runway 17 right.
Clear for the visual 17 right, Scout 5855. 375.
775, change runway to 17 right, plating 080.
80 heading now for 17 right, South 775. Maintain 7,000, Berkshire 731.
Rate of contact, about 2 miles southwest of Greeley, and you're cleared to Metro via radar vectors. Fly heading at 260, maintain 8,000. 0.75.
2575 and 210 knots, we'll see us, so 779. South 775, 8,000, turning right to 080.
Dallas 58.55, trip 12 o'clock and 3 miles to the E1 now 75, company heaven south.
We do have it inside, Scout 5855.
Dallas 58.55, roger, maintain visual separation on that traffic.
Scout 5665, see ya.
Heading 080.
Approach Scout 6665, sending out 5,000, or 15,200 via the flat E for 16 left with kilo.
Scout 5665, flighting 120, descend and maintain 13,000, runway 16 left.
Heading 120, descend 13,000 and 16 left, Scout 6665.
Scout 5665, maintain 250 knots or greater.
250 or greater, Scout 5665.
Scout 5468, contact tower 135.3.
35-3, Scout 5468, good day.
Skywest 57, or Skywest 5375, descend and maintain 11,000, 11,000.
25.
Skywest 5150, reduce speed to 210, descend and maintain 11,000.
Low to 210, descend and maintain 11,000, Scott 5150.
16 right.
0 Delta 982.
Scott 5166, reduce speed to 210. Scott 5166, reduce speed to 210.
3210, Scott 5166.
With 4663, reduce speed to 210, maintain 13,000, 13,000.
210 and 1350,000, Scott 4663.
Right localizer.
150, intercept 16 right, localizer, United 1125.
5855, contact tower 133.3.
333, good, okay. 40 heading, now 35 left, Skywest 5375.
Runway 16 right arrival 1020 at 10, turn to the airport, landing north, airbase, expect 35 left.
38.
56, maintain 13,000, 13,000.
50, kind of approach 123.85.
Southwest 3074, descend now to maintain 13,000, 13,000.
3074. Approach Skywest 5545, 9000.
5545, Denver approach.
200 join clear to the visual 17 right, frontier 731.
Southwest 3074, fly heading at 280, planet visual runway 35 right.
Right visual, and we just picked up Lima, Southwest 374.
Meter 4838.
Unit 4838, flighting 145, join final clear, visual approach, any 16 right.
Heading 145 to join, cleared, visual, runway 16 right, Meter 4838.
Julia, thank you for that. And conic approach on 126.1 and let her know.
3.3, good day.
Have a good day, thanks for your help. That was 775.
5 degrees right, descend to maintain 8,000.
5 right, descend to 8,000, United 337.
Sky 1125, contact tower 135.3.
To the tower, United 1125, good day.
5375, fly heading 150, 150.
150 heading, Skywest 5375. Right transition, we have Kilo.
Now 1144, Denver approach, reduce speed to 250, descend to maintain 13,000, maintain 15,000, 16,000.
Okay, slowing at 250 knots, we're descending to 15,000, United 1144.
Approach Airshore 286, 207 descending 11,000 via next.
Airshore 286, Denver approach, Denver Altimeter 3007, reduce speed to 250, descend now to maintain 15,000, 16,000.
15,000, we're slowing to 250 knots, Airshore 286.
Okay, with 5150, flying 170.
Heading 170, Scott 5150.
Okay, with 5375, descend to maintain 9,000.
9,000, Scouts 5375.
Okay, with 5166, fly present heading.
Present heading, Scott 5166.
Delta 982, fly present heading, descend to maintain 13,000.
Present heading 13,000, Delta 982. 0 Skywest 5545.
And then cleared ILS. Visual 165, Scott 5665. 44.
Jetson, Meter 4838.
Maintain 11,000, 11,000. Okay, with 4663, flighting 270.
70, Scott 4663.
And Sky with 4663, descend to maintain 11,000, 11,000.
11,000, Scott 4663.
That is 4662, kind of give her center 125.9er.
No.
Slow to 170, airport in sight, United 337.
337, flighting 145, join final clear, visual approach, runway 16 right, maintain 170 knots to Jetson.
145 on the heading, 170 adjustment, clear visual 16 right, United 337.
0 heading to intercept 16 left, United 1439.
75, good day.
5150.
080, reduce speed to 170.
Heading 080, slowing to 170, Skywest 5545.
39, airport 11 o'clock, 20 miles.
Field site, United 1439.
1439, cross Joe Bob at 10,000, cleared visual approach on 16 left.
Joe Bob at 10,000, cleared the Visual 16 left, yeah, 4039.
Got 5665 traffic, 2 o'clock, 2 miles around the dog road for 16 right, 7073.
Looking 5663.
51 now 50 Denver approaching, respect runway 35 left, reduce speed to 210.
We're at 210, 35 left, Sky City 150.
That was 5375 Denver.
Traffic inside 5665.
Localizer.
35 right, localizer southwest 374.
Sky 5375, flight 020.
020 heading, Scouts 5375.
Sky 40.
Hey everyone, how's everyone doing this afternoon? Friday, no? Friday, yeah, it's Friday, TGIF. We're going to be doing a nice scenic route down to North Bend, Oregon. Taking off from my buddy's hometown, Coast Pilot's hometown of Portland. Flying the King Air, Airport Labs King Air. This is Flight Beams Portland. Speak of the devil. How you doing there, Coast Pilot? Greetings from Portland. You're flying my neighborhood today. Yeah, you read my mind. Short book as it may be. Let's get the overlay going here. Hey, thanks for the follow there, sir. Much appreciated. Welcome to the channel. If you're going to be around for a little while, it should be a fun flight. It's not too long. Battery on, the battery off. It's my streams are typically 2 hours long. But appreciate the follow for sure. See if we can have some fun today. All right, we're flying the King Air, so that's a B350 PilotEdge. Connect to X-plane. And oops, my laptop just fell off the table. Let's come down here. Get that going. 7 Lima Yankee, how you doing, sir? The dream of the 90s is alive in Portland. Yeah. This is the best part of simming. You get to fly to North Bend, but you don't have to actually be in North Bend. It's a scruffy town. Oh, really? That's interesting because I've always, like, it's such a nice approach in the North Bend that I just assumed it was a nice little town because it's right on the coast and it just looks, it's nice. It's just a nice looking approach, surrounded by water. But the town is a dive, huh? Let's update our weather, make sure everything looks the way it's supposed to. Looks like it is. It's a tough post-industrial sort of area. Ah, okay. I'm gonna have to check it out on the Microsoft Flight Simulator. I spent just over 3 hours yesterday updating that sim so I can start flying the Aerosoft CRJ. So it took 3 hours for that sim to update because I haven't touched that sim in, well, since I bought it and when it first came out. Played around with it a little bit, but it kind of wasn't that good when it first came out. So I've just been waiting till a decent airplane is released, and I've read nothing but good reviews on the CRJ, so I'll be picking that up over the weekend, getting some practice with it, and I'll stream the CRJ next week. But yeah, I'll have to try a flight into North Bend, maybe not with the CRJ, but with some sort of airplane to check it out, because Microsoft does have really nice looking scenery, you know, top down view. Nothing can beat it. So I'll give them credit where credit's due. They've got a long way to go when it comes to aircraft stuff, but So it's going to be a long time if I ever go strictly FS, but we'll see how things go. All right, let's get our checks. And I also we need to get our fuel calculations, and we'll file the IFR flight plan. So let's do that real fast. So over here, I'm going to file this flight plan here. I'm going to file flight level 220. And I always bring 100 gallons of reserve for the ground stuff. So I'm going to add up the trip fuel, continuous 15 minutes, coming back to Portland is 580 plus 200 taxi divided by 6.5 is 278. So that's 139. We'll just say 140. Round that puppy up. So that'd be 280. So 380 total, which would be 140 and 50. So 140 per wing. So 380 at Atlantic FBO. Today's fuel is going to cost for Jet A 484. So we're filling up like we don't have anything. So $1,840 is what this fuel would cost today if we were to have to pay for it. Just another benefit of simming, you don't have to buy gas. Just the electricity that runs the sim. And of course the airplanes that you buy, but it doesn't even come close to what it would cost to go up in a real airplane for an hour. Cost me $250 to go up for an hour with my flight instructor, so I prefer the simming. All right, 3009. And we're taking off on the 10s. And that is information uniform. There's a few clouds. The winds are calm. Runway 321 is closed. North Bend is the winds are out of the north at 9 knots. So we might have to do a circle. We'll have to figure out what we're going to do there. Might just do a visual, but I don't know. Maybe I'll shoot at an approach if I have enough people watching. If it's just only a handful of people watching the stream, I'll probably just do a visual since it's clear. But if I have enough people or if anybody requests I shoot an approach, there's a pretty cool approach. Like this VOR Bravo is kind of fun to do, so I'll just play it by ear and see what happens. All right, so we'll file this mess. Our slant golf. We'll use the CPT clearance there. File. Tell by here, CPTLC, that the airport is capable of doing that. So then we'll come over here, we'll bring up our live map and our weather. Portland looks good. And satellite, light clouds, nothing major. North Bend out of the north. Overall, not bad. That's my weather briefing. Portland 2. That's automated by the system, so that might not be what I get. So stand by, we'll find out. What do you think, Good Navigraph, merging with SimBrief? I hope this gets the SimBrief developer some money? Well, from what I understand, the SimBrief developer was basically hired by Navigraph to assist them with the merger, and I guess he's now basically an employee of Navigraph. So he sold the rights to his work, which was a smart move, and I'm all for it because nothing's going to change as far as what we currently have. They're only going to build on that. So anyone, from what I understand, and I'm only privy to the same information you guys are. So what I understand is the Navigraph guys are going to add more functionality to the SimBrief platform to where it'll be more integrated with their charts and stuff like that. So there'll be more features for anyone that subscribes to Navigraph like I do. So I'm all for it because it's going to add a lot more functionality. And it's going to remain free for the masses that don't want to pay for Navigraph, that don't actually like care about that type of stuff. So everybody else will still be able to use it the same way they've been using it all along. So really, it's like it's the best of the. There is no downside to it that I can see. And 7 Lima Yankee. Hopefully Navigraph never charge people to use SimBrief. Yeah, I really don't think they would because, I mean, you think about the shitstorm that was caused by that, the Boston ARTCC guys started that, what is that called? They started some sort of website to where like you can belong and you get discounts and and then they wanted like a subscription, like a monthly subscription to be a part of this group. I can't remember what it's called. But like everybody was just up in arms about that. So they ended up rearranging it and like any builds, the A300 that I own, they were part of it at first and then they dropped out of it. Flight Sim Association, right. So I'm not signing up for that. I don't feel like there's much of a benefit. So you look at the Flight Sim Association and you see how many people got upset with that news, right? Imagine what would happen if they said they were going to make people pay for SimBrief after never having to pay for it. It would just be a disaster. So I don't see that ever happening because Navigraph would lose their maybe not customers, but they would lose the credibility. I don't know, I can't think of the right word I want, but they have a good reputation right now. I think it's probably the best way to say it. So if they were to make people pay for SimBrief, their reputation would go down the toilet. So I would highly be surprised if they allowed that to happen. I really don't think that's going to happen. But being a Navigraph subscriber, I am completely happy with that merger. I think it's great. All right, so we need 140. That'll be a bad business decision on Navigraph's part. Yeah, I agree. And they've put it in writing that it's going to remain free. So if they renege on that, they're just asking for a beating by the flight sim community. And the flight sim community is bigger than ever at this point. So just think about the customer base that they have added to their registry since Microsoft Flight Simulator has come out. So they have so many new customers. What in the world would be the point of charging for SimBrief? It's just another tool on their belt to, get people to sign up for their Navigraph subscriptions. It's just another tool of theirs now. So it was brilliant for them to buy it. But yeah, I don't see them burying themselves in coffin for doing something stupid like making people pay for it. Do 50 gallons on the inside. Close that. There's Alaskan Airlines here. 50 gallons of auxiliary. This afternoon I gotta figure out how to get my Honeycomb Bravo quadrant set up with the Microsoft Flight Simulator. I have to get that all configured. Not really looking forward to that, but it's kind of necessary if I want to use it with the new CRJ, which I hope to do my first flight of the CRJ over the weekend. So I should have all my controls set up by this evening. And then I'll just do a quick flight on X-Plane tonight, either on VATSIM. I wonder if VATSIM's having an event tonight. I'm going to have to look that up. Sometimes they have like an open mic night. If they don't have anything cool to fly in, then I'll just do a PilotEdge flight in the ZLA for high traffic. But yeah, it's going to take me a little while probably to get my throttle quadrant set up. And then I have to, looks like the CRJ has an EFB. Whoops, I should have done that opposite. You want to have the static line on before you open that, obviously. Brave enough to fly it on PE yet? The CRJ? I haven't flown anything on Microsoft Flight Simulator on PilotEdge yet. I'm going to have to do some research on like the plugin, if there is a plugin. I haven't even really looked at it. I know people fly on PilotEdge with Microsoft Flight Sim, but I haven't. I know there's like some settings that you have to change, so I hope to. I mean, I'll definitely be flying it on PilotEdge. I just have to figure out how to do it. All right, 140, 140. Over here. Check our fuel. Hook up the ground power unit. Check the oil. Turn that bad boy on. But yeah, so I haven't actually got the CRJ yet. Like, I'm going to buy it over the weekend. And then I think the first time I actually get into the cockpit of the CRJ is going to be just to get like my controls set up and to just kind of look around, because I think that just in itself is probably going to take me like an hour and a half to 2 hours just to get familiar with setting up the controls and learning where everything is at. And then I hope to do my so I'm thinking 3 sessions. 1 session to get my control set up for the Honeycomb. The second session to get the control set up with the CRJ. And then the third session to actually do a test flight. So I'm still looking at like probably 4 or 5 sessions before I actually live stream that plane. So I'm hoping to do it by the end of next week, but no promises. Definitely next week. I mean, the week after. I'll definitely have a live stream on that by then. All right, throttle quadrant. We'll get this set up. Set the brake. Okay. And we got 28 on external. Battery should be 22. Good on battery. Pop that up and we'll do battery on. Don't forget to view setups too. Don't forget to view setups. What do you mean? On which one? I skip around when I'm talking, so you're probably responding to something I said 2 topics ago. External power is available, so we'll connect the Gentie and then we'll connect that. Now it's solid. Clear out those cautions. Do a sense test. We got Gentie lights there. Reset. And we should have 28. Check our inverters, make sure the lights go out. No, inverters are working. Turn on our nav light, tail light. Turn that on. Cabin lighting and seat belts. Setting up your views. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. God, that's going to take a while too. And the views in Microsoft Flight Simulator, it's a little bit like they're similar to X-Plane, but I think you have to like hold either Control or Alt plus the number key to switch to that view. Unlike X-Plane, like I just hit the number 4 and it will take me to whatever that is. So I think with Microsoft, don't you have to hold down like Alt or something? It's like I have to look at my notes. It's been a while. Literally have not used that sim in months. So just gonna have to relearn it all over the weekend. Or probably more like a week. There's a trick where you can set it up exactly like X-Plane. Oh, I'll be doing that. Yeah, that's where YouTube comes in handy. I learn everything on YouTube, so I'll be looking that up. Unless you have a link. A link would be great if you know it, but if you don't have the link handy, then don't worry about it, obviously. I can find it by Google search or something. Let's check our fuel cutoff for engine fire stuff. So we are good on fuel. So we're going to turn on our pumps for a moment. Makes those low pressure fuel lights go out, and this will simulate cutting off the fuel, which it did. So that will turn back on, and we'll do the same with the right side. So when you have an engine fire, you cut off the fuel first, and then you hit the extinguisher button. But of course, we're not going to do the extinguisher. Turn them back on. It's good to go. Turn on our O2, give the mask a test. Oxygen is 100, so we are good there. Battery bus in the up normal position, engine anti-ice on. We are done with the pre-planning checklist there. All right, let's go. Since we're going to a smaller airport, we're just going to load up 3/4. That way I don't have to mess with these numbers, and the CG is within the envelope there. So we'll just load up these people, give them their safety briefing. Seatbelt signs are on. Luggage is secure. Turn on the luggage lights for the heck of it. Ground power units on the right side, so we're going to start the left engine first, number 1. Make sure we're still good on the power. We're going to remove our steps so we don't blow them away. We'll do beacon light on. Prop area is clear. All right. Light up engine 1. Waiting for 16. Adding fuel. Check for hot start, hung starts. Oil pressure is rising. ITT is going to top out around 700 something. Got rotation, turbines above 50. Starter off. Shut that window. Now we need full power on the conditioner lever because we're going to use engine 1 to start engine 2. So we're going to disconnect external power. We're going to remove it, ground power unit, and then we'll reset Gen 1. So now external power is gone and we got 28 volts on the left gen, so we're going to use that to start the right engine. Come up to 16 and we'll introduce fuel. Low idle. Same thing, checking for hot starts, hung starts, and oil pressure. All that is good. Starter off. And we'll reset both gens there. And 28 across the board, we'll leave it on triple fed. To another bus sense test. So we got 3 Genti lights, so we're good there. We'll reset. And now we'll get our environment going. So each bleed needs to be at least 11 psi. So we got 11, so we'll turn them both on. Environment to auto. And the temperature is 50 degrees, so you could use electric heat, but it's not that cold. It will warm up fast enough. Gyro suction and pneumatic pressure is fine. We are ready to power up our avionics. Okay, so I'm going to turn on our inverters, which are down here. Then we're going to turn on our EFIS, which is over here, and I got them on switches. And then we turn on our avionics. And then our radios. Get the autopilot tested and the lights tested. Pitch trim and rudder boost. Clear out that caution. trim for takeoff, and then I'll set flaps for takeoff. And now that we're good on power, we'll get the coffee maker going. Test our E-lights, all lit up. Slave our gyros here and here. And now we'll get our ATIS 128.35. Turn on our comms, 1 and 2.
1753 Zulu, wind 230 at 3, visibility 10, few clouds at 2000, ceiling 25,000 broken, temperature 10, dew point 4, altimeter 3009er, arriving and departing runways 10 left, 10 right, visual approaches in use, simultaneous approaches to parallel runways in use. VFR departures contact clearance delivery, advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Notice to airmen runway 321 closed. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information to form. Portland International Airport, 8.
Alright, ground is 121.9. We don't need to talk to clearance because I filed the other method, so I'll switch to ground when we're ready to get moving here. All right, elevation at Portland I think is 17, but we'll check it out here. 23, so that's a match. Ground control is 0.9er, and we're gonna using 10 left. So we'll use 18.7 for tower. So that'll work. So elevation is correct. We are facing 195. So avionics are correct. And now we'll see if our clearance is ready. So I need to pull this up. This program. I know some people on their stream will drag stuff in, but I don't have much luck with that. It makes the stream choppy. So I go between scenes to do a lot of my other stuff. There's some things I do in the main thing. All right, we're that. So send login. If we didn't, so I know that they've looked at the clearance because it's green. And it takes about 30 seconds for us to get our text clearance back. Then we'll continue with our prep work. It's like Navigraph charts keeps going offline on my laptop. Okay, ATC message. And then next, standby. All right, we're cleared. All right, so this is, we've got a new route. So I didn't get what I filed, which is why you don't say as filed when you call in your clearance, because you're not going to always get as filed. You just request your clearance and then it's a negotiation. So I could reject it, but I'm not going to. We'll just do whatever this is. So load new route to UBG, whatever that is. Let me look that up. Oh wait, that is the same. Okay. UBG, Portland 2 to Battleground. What the hell does this even mean? Load new route, maintain 6,000, expect 220 after 5 minutes. Portland 2. Oh, I see what they're saying. Okay. So they want me to go to Battleground before I go to what I filed. So I filed UBG, which is it's the Newburgh VOR. So that's what UBG is. That's it. So I filed Newburgh Victor 287 to North Bend. That was what I filed, and I had the Portland 2, but they've added in Battleground. So I guess we'll punch in Battleground for whatever reason. So we'll go ahead and accept that. We can accept that. And let's see. So let me write this down before I forget, because I'm going to have to close this out because it doesn't work with my weather program. So Portland 1, I need to add Battleground to my flight plan. Actually, it's Portland 2. It's changed. Portland 2. New Eric. New numbers. And we're going to maintain 6,000 initial. Yep, there goes my weather. Because this thing messes up my weather. So I'll just have to reload the weather once I close this. Okay, 6,000 and then 220 within 5 minutes. Departure frequency is 1842. And we're going to squawk 7435. 7435. 7435. 1842. I just have to make sure I get all this right because I'm going to close this out and then it's gone forever. It's 16. Alright, good enough. Come back over here. And I'll close that out. And then I'll restart my weather. That way I can get that going again. You just changed your SID, I think. Yeah, well, he added the SID, actually. I mean, I didn't have, when I filed, I didn't have a SID in it. So he added the SID, and then he added Battleground to it. So you're absolutely right. And Newburgh, Coast Pilot said Newburgh. They send you north to Battleground, then to Newburgh. Yeah, I agree with you guys. That's exactly what's going on here. Except, even though they've added Battleground, I don't think they're going to tell me to go to Battleground. That's just my feeling on it. I think they're just going to give me radar vectors to Newburgh and just skip the Battleground. Place your bets. Normally they clear you direct to Newburgh right after takeoff. Yep, that's what I was just thinking. So we'll see what happens. All right, the weather is almost reloaded. That's the only problem with that CPDLC junk. It messes with my weather. All right, so we're getting the weather going again. Come down here. Flight plan. Portland, activate. And then we're going to add Battleground. And I'm not going to worry about the SID because it's just radar vectors. I'll brief that, but that's basically it. And we're going to squawk 7435. put that on standby. So we got battle ground in there just in case, but I think you're right. I think we're gonna get direct to Newburgh at some point. And we're good to 6,000, so that's actually set. We're heading. Altitude is armed. So I'm gonna replace out the VOR for FMS. Nav data, we'll change this to wind. Like the wind direction shown on that display. And auto ignition on, and we'll give that a test. Adding power, those lights will go out, which they do. Do windshield anti-ice on normal. Prop de-ice auto. It's in the green. Turn it back off and it goes back to 0, so that's prop heat. We'll do a surface de-ice test. So we need full power for this test. And we'll hold manual, look for wing and tail. Wing and tail, so that fills up the boots, breaks off any ice. Do a ground idle test. So we do ground idle. Bring our RPMs up to 1500. And then without moving the throttle, I'll let go. And it will go back to idle. So that's a good test. Now we'll do a auto feather test. Same thing, except we'll have AFX lights. And then we'll feather each side. There's the AFX lights. I don't even know what AFX stands for, but they look cool. Oh, auto feather. That makes sense. I'm not sure what the X does. Alright. Left. That one feathered. Feather the right. Alright, now we'll go ahead and arm that system. Our cabin pressure is at sea level, 0 and all that, it's good. So we're going to set for 500 feet below, and then we'll test it. Cabin pressure, we'll get about 800 feet per minute. With this test, or maybe 1,000, I guess, but that's right. Just have to make sure it's pressurized. We'll take it up to, we filed 220, so we'll set it for flight level 230 with about a 500 foot per minute climb ratio. Here, point that dot at 9 o'clock, or 11 o'clock, 10, more like 10 o'clock. And so pressure is set. Do an EFIS test. Press that for about 7 seconds. I'll turn on our taxi and reco lights. We'll get our ATIS.
Bullet 3, visibility 10.
Monitor ground.
2000. Ceiling 25,000 broken.
Echo,
Temperature
hotel,
12,
and
2.4. Altimeter 3008. Arriving and departing runways 10 left,
over ground,
10 right. Visual approaches in use. Simultaneous approaches to parallel runways in use. VFR departures contact clearance delivery. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Notice to airman runway 321 closed. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instruction. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Victor. Portland International Airport. ATIS information, Victor. 1853 Zulu. Wind variable at 3. Visibility.
We are current with Victor. is wrong with my track IR. Hang on a second. There's this one picture frame that I always have to remove off the wall because it reflects the sunlight from my front door. And then my track IR goes crazy. It doesn't even work right. All right, now let's try it.
Monterey Tower, Dodgers 664 Whiskey Yankee on the final runway.
Here we go.
Left visual approach.
Walker 542, roger, thanks.
It's fixed now.
Number 664 Whiskey Yankee, Monterey Tower, runway 28 left, good land, wind 310 at 6.
Virtual land, runway 28 left, 4 Whiskey Yankee.
Okay.
Number 0 Bravo Sierra, say altitude.
Skyhawk 75775, radio check.
November 0 Bravo Sierra, instruction was to
Put that in beta.
outlet 13,000.
And we'll squawk mode Charlie here. Probably would help to remove the chocks, huh?
Walker 542, radar contact lost. Alaska 753, descend via the Crater 2, arrival Portland, altimeter 3008, landing east. Landing east, transition.
Taxi lights are on. Let's check, make sure these lights stay off. Which they do.
Center, Skyhawk 75775, radio check.
We're just trying to get Denver Center with Denver departure. There's a lot of static and below on the volume.
Trying to give this guy time to respond. I don't want to be rude. Afternoon, Portland ground, King Air 1399 out Atlantic with Victor, radio taxi.
King Air 139er, Portland ground, runway 10 left at Echo, taxi via Alpha, Echo.
10 left at Echo via Alpha Echo 1399. And off we go.
That was 1545, expect runway 7 left and report Phoenix in sight.
Looks like 7 left, we'll call the field in sight, southwest 1545.
It's looking at the wrong yellow line. Looking at it like it's a road. Nope, we gotta follow this one. Alright, we'll check our flight controls here. So we got
on Alpha and monitor ground. Have a great day.
You got right.
Turn left enable, taxi ram Alpha and monitor ground. Thank you very much, Alpha 4 Whiskey Yankee.
Over here, let's see if we can escape clipping a wing. Probably going to hit it anyway. Yeah, I probably hit it. I don't know.
Monterey ground, that is November 664 Whiskey Yankee exit at Kilo. Request taxi to the parking, general aviation by Alpha.
November 664 Whiskey Yankee, yeah, we gave you your taxi instruction with tower, and all you have to do is monitor this frequency. Continue to the ramp via Alpha. Have a good day.
Oh yeah, I'll forget about that. Thank you very much. For Whiskey Yankee.
There's been quite a few new people on PilotEdge these last few days. It's a good thing though. We like new people.
Alaska 753, contact Portland approach 124.35.
172 with a nice parking job, yep. He lost half his wing on that one. Alright, let's see if we get Newberg. I'm curious if it just adds battleground by default on that SID.
Portland approach, Alaska 753 is descending via the Crater 2 arrival. We have Victor. Alaska 753, anytime you check on in a radar facility, whether it be approach, departure, or center, always your altitude with your altitude assignment, please. Affirmative. So it's leaving 12,000, descending down to 10,000. Descending via the Crater 2 arrival. Don't tell us your the restrictions. We just need to know that you're descending via the arrival. So that means you meet every single one along the way, okay? I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yep, all you would say is your current altitude descending via the Crater 2 arrival, and that's all ATC needs to know, because they can look at the chart and know what altitudes you're supposed to be crossing at. So you don't actually give your bottom altitude unless they remove you from the actual star, and if they do that, they'll say descend to 6,000. And then if you check in with like final approach controller, that's when you would give your bottom altitude because you're no longer on a star.
Thanks. After foul cleared the visual approach runway 7 left.
All right, let's put this
7 left southwest 1545.
out of beta. Auto ignition is on. Engine ice off.
Alaska 753, I'm sorry, I think I missed it on the first call.
Landing
Portland,
lights,
altimeter 3008,
strobes,
advised
tower,
with ATIS, expect visual
departure,
10 left. I would expect 10 left, and we do have ATIS Victor and 3008, Alaska 753.
42. We are trimmed for takeoff, flaps are set, pitot heat, stall warning, prop sync on. You're ready. Portland Tower, King Air 1399, hold short 10 left at Echo.
King Air 1399, Portland Tower, fly heading 085. Runway 10 left at Echo, cleared for takeoff.
Heading 085, 10 left at Echo, clear for takeoff, 1399. 085, so let's sync up the heading bug for 0.
Number 0 Bravo Sierra, contact NorCal approach 119.2.
Clear left. All of our blinky blinks are on. Bring up our, let me see, props are full. Conditioner levers are full. 50% power, get the engines stable and props at 100%.
Auto feather lights on.
Add in some torque.
Airspeed alive.
To right about 90.
60 knots.
So we're going to do a
approach,
slight left turn upon departure here.
On the RNAV 20.
Positive rate.
Number 830 Bravo Sierra NorCal approach, roger. Reno, altimeter 3009er. 3009er, 830 Bravo Sierra.
And we'll make that turn when we get to 400 feet. You do runway heading till 400. When you reach 400 feet above the ground, that's when you can make a legal turn. These are all things I've learned the hard way, by the way.
November 0 Bravo Sierra, I've got no traffic observed between you and Truckee Airport. You can report cancellation of IFR or missed approach while airborne on this frequency. cancel on the ground within 5 minutes of landing on 122.2 and change to the advisory frequency is approved.
Trying to gain a little speed here.
Okay, cancel my clearance on the ground
And
at
I'll go
122.2 and change to advisory
climb mode.
frequency is approved. 830 Bravo Sierra.
So it's 1545, contact Phoenix
Gear
Tower
is up.
on 1.
Flaps are up.
0.9er.
Over to tower 120.9, southwest 1545.
Let's reduce the props out of the red.
Phoenix Tower, southwest 1545, follow visual 7 left.
Southwest 1545, Phoenix Tower, runway 7 left, clear to land, wind variable 4.
Clear to land 7 left, and we can we roll to Echo 11.
Southwest 1545, affirmative, exit left, Echo 11 approved.
Echo 11 approved, thank you, southwest 1545.
Centennial clearance, Skyhawk 75775, radio check.
Number 77, correction 75775, Centennial clearance, you're loud and clear.
Loud and clear, thank you. 775.
Looks like we're following the river right now. Yep.
Number 139er, climb and maintain 6,000, contact departure.
I maintain 6,000 over to departure 1399. Go to departure. Since they have multiple SIDs, we'll say which one we're on.
Clearance, Skyhawk 75775, ready to copy IFR to Colorado Springs.
Number 75775, stand by.
Portland departure, King Air 1399, Portland 2, leaving 4,400 for 6,000.
King Air 139er, Portland departure, radar contact, turn right heading 210, climb and maintain 15,000.
Right turn 210, climb maintain 15,000, 1399. Alright, 210. And we'll go up to 15.
Skyhawk 75775, Centennial clearance, cleared to the Colorado Springs Airport. Departure, expect cleared to Colorado Springs Airport via radar vectors, left C.
We'll add in some torque.
Dane. Black Forest VOR, then direct. Climb and maintain 8,000, expect 9,000 5 minutes after departure. Denver departure 126.1, squawk 5006.
Clear to Colorado Springs via radar vector.
Update our weather real fast.
Victor 389 to Dane. Black Forest VOR and then direct. 8,000, expect 9,000. Departure on 126.1, squawk 5006.
Number 775, read back correct. Alaska 753, say indicated airspeed, please.
Indicating 170, Alaska 753.
You have the Crater 2 chart on you?
Yes, sir. Actually, I just turned it off by accident.
210 is required at Voodoo, just as a heads up.
Yeah, I just saw that. Thank you. We're speeding it up now. Sorry about that.
King Air 139er, when able, clear direct Newburgh VOR.
Clear direct Newburgh VOR 1399. I keep hitting the wrong one.
Aspen ground, Skyhawk 82264.
Go ahead.
Yeah, 264, Cessna 172 on the ramp north of the tower. VFR 10,500 to Eagle County with Victor ready to taxi.
Okay, 2264 Aspen ground, thanks for Victor, runway 33, taxi via Alpha.
Taxi via Alpha 33264.
We're high enough now. We'll turn off our lighting. It's 30 degrees up here. And we're still running off of our auxiliary fuel, so we're good. We got more than enough fuel. We got enough fuel to come back to Portland, even after arriving into North Bend if need be. But in real life, I wouldn't have put this much fuel in because chances of coming all the way back to Portland are slim. It's because the weather's nice.
Echo 11, going to Charlie 9.
22 miles away from Newburgh.
5 Roger, join Delta 11, Delta to the ramp. This frequency is fine. Have a great day.
Delta 11, Delta to the ramp.
Yield damper is on. There's no icing taking place.
Alaska 753, turn left heading 190, descend and maintain 3000.
Alright, left 190, descend maintain 3000.
10,000, we'll turn off the seatbelt light.
King Air 1399er, contact Seattle Center 121.4.
Seattle Center 121.4, 1399. 21.4. Seattle Center, King Air 1399, 11,700, climbing 15,000.
Number 1399er, Seattle Center, climb and maintain flight level 220.
Climb maintain flight level 220, 1399. 22. Add in some torque. Going all the way up.
Alaska 753, turn left heading 130.
Let's see what North Bend's weather is doing.
Alaska 753, the airport now about 12 o'clock, 12 miles reporting outside.
Still out of the north.
Alaska 753, it's cleared visual approach.
It's clear. So right now, with just you two guys here, I'm just going to plan on doing a visual approach into the airport. And we'll probably do... Let's see here. I do runway 310 because it's closest to the winds, and the GA ramp is right here. So that sounds like a plan to me. Unless I get more viewers, and then I might try an approach or something, or if someone wants me to do an approach, but it makes no difference to me. Either way is fine with me. Whatever y'all want. Dealer's choice. You're going way up, well above the flock of FedEx C208s that depart Portland every morning for those airports. Yeah, you know, I was debating when I was planning this flight this morning whether or not I should do a FedEx flight, because I've done one before in the North Bend, because my virtual FedEx,
753 contact tower 118.
Naturally they use the real world routes, and I do know that there is a route that goes to North Bend, and what I use is the Beech 1900D. I use that in lieu of the ATR 7040, ATR 41 I think it's called. Don't hold me to that, but I know it's ATR or something. So, but I use, I can substitute, so I use the Beech 1900D, and I have a FedEx livery for that. And, but I looked at my stream log, and I had already done a Beech 1900 not too long ago. So I was like, you know what, I haven't done a King Air 350 in a while. So that's why I went with this airplane, and we'll just park at the GA ramp. But yeah, you're absolutely correct. They have a ton of FedEx runs in this area. That would be an awesome job. Freaking awesome job. Fly for FedEx and just flying around the Portland coast all day. That would be phenomenal. And those guys are probably home every night, just doing the local runs, I would think, in those small planes. I watch those guys depart every morning and return home every evening. Oh, okay. Well, that's great. because I know like with the airlines, the regionals and otherwise, you know, they're like they may be home for like a week. They probably got like a week off or something, but I know they're always living in hotels, and that would, you know, unless you're a single guy and no family and you just want to travel the world, I mean, that would be great. I mean, I was in the military and I traveled a lot, but you know, when you get older, you don't want to do that as much. So working for like FedEx and doing the puddle jumper trips, that would be perfect. If I was young and able, that's exactly the route I would go right now. Plus FedEx is apparently pandemic proof, you know what I mean? Like, you might not be able to transport passengers all the time. You might be laid off if you're in an airline, but those cargo, FedEx and UPS, they didn't lay anybody off. No furloughs or nothing. So it's like pandemic proof. If you want to be a pilot, I would definitely go cargo. If I was young and do it all over again, if I had a ability to have another career, I would so do cargo. Almost made it to our cruise. Seven Lima Yankee, nice quality of life. The QOL in the regionals is hard. Yeah. Right there with you on that one. Back in 2008 and FO were paid around $20,000 to fly in RJ. That's pretty good for 2008. I wonder what a FedEx pilot gets paid to fly these little hops around Portland in a C208. I'm gonna look that up on my laptop while I'm thinking of it. Curious. What does a FedEx pilot make for flying a C?
Number 830 Bravo Sierra, West Center, got your IFR cancellation. Have a great day.
Caravan, that's right. It's a Caravan. All regions, pilot career. PilotCareerCenter.com. I don't know what the hell. Epic Flight Economy. FedEx Express pilot hiring requirements. I wonder what that says. FedEx Careers FedEx.com. Let's see what that says.
Alaska 753, right turn when you're able, Alpha, and then Tango to the ramp, and I'll have you monitor ground point 9er.
Let me back off the prop a little bit. 1650. Back off the conditioner levers. Nothing's really popping out as for how much they make. Pay scale for Cessna Caravan pilot. Let's see what that says. Okay, here is a post from 2006, and this guy says he flew in a Grand Caravan. Yeah, he flew the Grand Caravan. He flew freight in one for 2 years, 5 nights a week, 9-hour duty day, with 6 hours flying. $32,000 a year in the Midwest, and that was in 2006. That's really good. That's really freaking good. That's exactly the route I'd go. I think the FedEx 208s are contracted to Empire Airlines. I don't know. Up until 2 seconds ago, I've never researched it. The Empire is funny because and Coast Pilot says that, okay, like I know this one approach here, speaking of Empire, or maybe it's Emire, it's Emire? Emire. It's not Empire, it's Emire. I thought that might have been the same thing, but nope. Oh, it is Emire. Oh, that's interesting. Is Emire Airlines around North Bend? Is that where they come from? Because that VOR is Emire. It's the Emire. It's not a VOR. It's a whatever that thing is. MDB or something. Oh wait, no, yeah. Crap, what is that? Is that a VOR? It is a VOR. I don't know, I'm confusing myself at this point. No, the NDB is Emire. Okay. The NDB is Emire. The airline is Empire. Oh, okay.
But I can give it to you. Just let me know when you're ready.
NDBs are still around. I know. Question mark. Yeah.
I see what happened. I'm supposed to clear one of these.
I'm sure they're going to be
Portland has two, and it doesn't know which to assign.
taken out of commission before VORs are. Everything's going to be going RNAV.
Cascade 2 departure, poly transition.
But they probably need to keep VORs maintained. Just because what happens if, like, you get like what do they call those solar flares from the sun that, you know, if you get a strong enough solar storm or sunstorm or whatever they're called, they can take out satellites for a while from those electronic bursts or whatever they're called, EMPs or something. So to have working VORs, I think, is critical. Even if they're not used most of the time, you know, that you can always revert back to them for navigation if you need to. So I don't think removing VORs would be a smart move. I know they want to get, you know, not use them as much.
Scout 775, contact Denver departure.
Elevation 17 and it's 3010 plus 300.
November 75775
317
radar contact.
Cabin pressure will be 317. Give this lady a table. Give this guy a table. Everything is looking good. Cabin pressure is good. Alright, so North Bend we want, let me see. Just gonna go straight to North Bend VOR. North Bend VOR is, let me see, let's say 2,000 feet.
November 775, turn right, heading 100, vectors left C.
Do 2,000, save that. 1,500 for default, gives us a 6-minute top of descent. Empire is headquarters in Hayden Lakes. Last I checked. Okay. Airline pilotcentral.com's cargo. Empire Airlines for 208. Not bad for the first year pay. Let me click on that, see what that says. So, Empire Airline pay scales are 208. Holy crap. Oh, that's 20 years. First year, $50,000? Wow. Wow, that's good freaking money.
Number 13909, descend up house discretion to maintain 12,000 northbound altimeter 3010.
Descend pilot discretion, maintain 12,000, 3010, 1399.
455, connect Portland ground runway 10 left at Echo, taxi via Alpha Echo.
Excuse me.
Skyx 775, when able, proceed direct left, C, climb and maintain 9,000.
They moved to whatever that word is. I'm not going to try to butcher that one. Moving to fancier places, yeah. I guess it's good if you don't live in an expensive city. Yeah, it's all relative, you're right, because like where I live in little podunk little town in North Florida, and that kind of money is good here. Like, it's very good. You could definitely make a nice living and live comfortably off of that. Maybe not if you have a family, but as a single guy just getting started, that's like great money where I live. But naturally, if you live in California, that's crap. 50K is a bit slim for Portland. Oh, okay. So pretty much like anywhere on the West Coast, that's probably about like the equivalent to maybe 30,000 here. I think I'm not sure what a pilot. There's not any airlines out of this area where I live, so. Got 3 minutes. 1947. We'll be on the ground in 15 minutes. And let's set up the ILS for situation awareness. I'm going to do a visual approach, but I can do, let's see here. Actually, I'll just do visual. These are old. Let me see. What do I want? 3-1. There it is. I'll just do a visual 3-1. That'll help get us lined up. when we get closer. There's our top of descent. Go to this. We're at 12.9 altitude. Destination is 17. 3010. Temperature is 11. Wind speed is 7. Wind heading is 320. Runway length is 4470. Actually, let me make sure that might
vertical track.
That might not be the LDA landing distance available for 31 LDA is 4470. Okay. Runway heading is 330 and flaps down. Set markers. Bring this down to 12,000 and then we'll hit descend. We'll take out some throttle so we don't overspeed. Seattle Center, King Air 1399 is leaving 220.
Number 1399, roger, thanks.
Cruise
Number 55, Quebec, Portland Tower, runway 10 left, at Echo, cleared for takeoff.
Let them know. We're descending. We're going to reset our cabin for landing, which would be 317 feet. Right about there. Cabin is descending. Yeah, my old boss is from California and he retired from a job in California and he moved here and he could live off his retirement, very comfortably here without having to work, but he got bored. So that's how he ended up being my old boss. But yeah, I mean, like if you get a job in California or anywhere on the West Coast, I guess, and if you move to like the western area or even the southeast, Georgia, Alabama, and stuff like that, you can retire very comfortably and just live off of retirement. A lot of people do that. It's because the cost of living we know where you guys are, or Coach Pilot is a lot higher. 7 Lima Yankee, I remember you telling me that you are... Crap, don't tell me. Don't tell me. I remember where you said you were from. Boston. Am I right? Am I remembering right? Are you from Boston? Is that your hometown? I think I did a flight out of Boston last week. I think you might have popped in. I think I did a stream and you were saying, oh, hometown. Unless I'm totally remembering someone else, which is very possible. Yep, 2,000, 3,000 to rent a 2-bedroom here. Holy crap! We can rent a 2-bedroom here. What's your main airport? ECP, Echo Charles Papa. It's Northwest Beaches International.
We're 55 Quebec, Portland departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 1.
Welcome, Brad. How are you doing there, buddy? Yeah, it's Panama City, Florida, is where I live. Orlando and places like that are naturally more expensive, but I spent quite a bit of time in southern Florida. The military brought me to Florida, and then I just stayed. What you call one of them damn Yankees, because I stayed. I went to this little town called Port St. Joe when I first moved here. And originally, I'm from Philadelphia. That's where I grew up as a child. So going in the military and then ending up in this small southern town, everybody had a real strong southern accent, like a southern drawl, and I couldn't understand a freaking word they said. I was like, what? But then it's like...
1399 advised with the weather for North Bend.
Looking it up now, 1399.
Number 55 Quebec, contact Seattle Center 121.4.
What's your job now? My job is retired. I am retired.
Shuttle Center Freedom 55 Quebec 7,700, climbing 5000.
Number 55 Quebec, Seattle Center, climbing maintain flight level 230.
Flight level 230, 55 Quebec.
Alright. Seattle Center, King Air 1399, current with weather, just visual to the airport. We'll be fine. Seattle Center, King Air 1399. Also, my preference will be runway 31.
1399, expect vectors, visual approach runway 31.
Expect vectors, visual approach 31, 1399, thanks. Forgot it's a towered field for a second. Definitely it's hazy. Let's reload the weather real fast. I'll shut down these tables here. Come up here. Shut these. Got to turn the seatbelt lights back on. Seatbelt lights are on. Good to go.
Number 1399, descend and maintain 7,000.
Descend and maintain 7,000, 1399. I'll keep on trucking. Were you an officer in the Air Force? I guess that could be arguably yes and no. No, I was not an officer. I was enlisted. I got out of the Air Force as a staff sergeant in '85, but I was a law enforcement specialist. So I was one of the cops that you would find on base. Of course, when I first started my career, I was at Patrick Air Force Base and knew law enforcement specialists in that career field. There was two career fields at the time. There was law enforcement and security specialists. The security specialists were the ones that just guarded like nuclear bases and nuclear based stuff and high priority resource. And I was more interested into the the LE stuff. So, but when you first get there, I was a slick sleeve. I was just an airman basic, and they always they put us on the gates. So. But the main gate at Patrick Air Force Base was fun because it was right on the main strip, the A1A, which was overlooking the ocean. So it was pretty fun for a single guy, to look over the ocean while you're waving traffic in onto the base. And then later on in the career, I started, getting into the stuff I wanted to get into. And then I did half my time in the Air Force was, well, I did 12 years total. Half of that was active duty, the other half was reserves. So I did I did 4 years active duty and 8 years in the reserve. No, wait, 6 years in the reserves. Wait, six. I had 2 years active duty for 9/11. No, 18 months active duty for 9/11. And then I got out in 2015 or something. 2005. I don't remember now. It's been a while. I went in 93.
15 switching 55 Quebec.
And I got out in 2005. So what is that? But no, I was enlisted. I worked for a living. Although if I could, like I said, if I could have a second life and go back and start over, I would get a college degree and go into probably the Navy to be a pilot, a military pilot.
Turn left heading 160, vectors visual approach, runway 31.
Left turn heading 160, vectors for visual approach 31, 1399. But yeah, if I could go back in time, then I would just be a military officer and fly airplanes in the military, and then go into the civilian sector as a pilot. That would be totally cool. Or go enlisted, then OCS. Yeah, what was that called? Palace Chase or Palace Front or something like that. I can't remember. Are you ex-military yourself? But yeah, there's a lot of guys that went in enlisted and went through OCS and became officers. And some people, like, it was a good idea to get the that money too. Man, I'm having an off. I cannot remember anything today. I have CRS today. But whatever that $200,000 or whatever in money that they gave you for, like, military's great because you get like free education, and I certainly did not grow up with money, so military was a good way to get me what I needed to get as a skill set for what I wanted to do. But yeah, man, going in enlisted and then OCS is a great way to do it.
For taxi to the ramp via Alpha. Have a great day. This frequency's fine.
Let's turn on our landing lights. Turn those things on. We'll light it all up.
Number 75775, contact Springs approach 124.0.
And 70 make it, no, but if I had to do it again, enlisted, then use the GI Bill. Thanks, man. That's what I was trying to remember. The GI Bill to do college, then OCS. Yes. But I don't think you had to use the GI Bill to go to OCS. I think there was different programs that you could sign up for But again, you know, this was like a lifetime ago for me. I mean, I've been out of the military since 2005, and it's what, 10, 11, 12, like 14 something years ago, almost 15 years ago since I've been in. So they probably have a whole bunch of different programs now. Scenery is pretty accurate. Is it? Cool. Yeah, this is the Orbix ortho scenery.
Air 1399, turn right heading 200, descend and maintain 6,000.
Right turn 200, descend to 6,000, 1399. 2,000. I mean, 200, descend to 6,000. And seatbelts are on. There's our runway, extended runway, center line, or whatever you want to call it. And we'll go ahead and activate the vectors, make it easier. That way it gets a magenta line, help us line up for the runway.
Back 775, roger. You can expect the visual approach, runway 17 right. Let me know if you want something different.
Hold the speed rate at flaps. Right around 180, 190 or so. Work. A bit of trivia. Frank Herbert got his idea for Dune while visiting the Oregon Dunes recreational area just south of North Bend. The game Dune? Is it the game Dune, or what is that? Oh, the novel? I don't read. What's a novel? It's funny, it's like, you know, I don't read books, but I read so much other stuff. Like, I love researching and learning stuff, you know, within my interests, like aviation, obviously. So I read a ton of stuff in forums, but I cannot pick up a book. Like, if someone were to give me an aviation book, I wouldn't read a penny of it. But if you put it in a YouTube video, that's how I learned most of everything I've learned, was through YouTube. It's another reason I didn't go to college, is I just don't like books. Not a book guy. It's been a movie a couple times. What's it about? Is it like an action? It's an action or a drama or? It's a huge sci-fi story. Takes place in in a different universe. You know, now that you say that, I do remember hearing that title for a movie. That must have come out a long time ago.
Yeah, 1399, turn right heading 300.
Right turn 300, 1399. I tell you what, I just got done watching. It's probably some of the best TV I've ever seen. The wife and I watch it. It's called The Expanse. So if you like sci-fi, that is just awesome, awesome TV. Let's do flaps. 1. Condition levers full, props full. Seattle Center, King Air 1399, I have the field.
Okay, 1399 cleared. Visual approach runway 31, contact North Bend Tower.
Cleared visual, 31, North Bend Tower, 1399. So go to North Bend Tower, turn off this autopilot. And, North Bend Tower, King Air 1399, visual 31.
Vectors visual approach runway 17 right. Descend and maintain, correction, just maintain 9,000.
Maintain 9,000, turn right heading 250, I believe it, or 775.
North Bend Tower, King Air 1399, visual 31.
King Air 1399, North Bend Tower, runway 31, clear to land.
31, clear to land, 1399. Alright, gear down, props full, conditioner levers are full, seatbelts are on. If we go missed, we'll just fly straight out runway heading. We'll climb back up to 6,000. Alright. We'll exit left off the runway up here. Trying to read the chat and fly at the same time, that's not a good idea. Hell yeah, good stuff. Stereo cockpit, yeah. Yeah, I love that Expanse. I can't wait for the next season to come out. It should be by the end of this year, I think, right? Tell you what, that lady on that show, I'm not going to give it away, obviously, but she's a badass. If you watch the end of that last season, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. She's like a superhero. Alright, 3 green, I think. Yeah, okay.
feet to minimums.
I've never noticed that building before.
500 feet to minimums. Feet to minimums. 100 feet to minimums. Minimums.
Brings approach, 775, airport in sight.
Wind is
Got
right
775,
down the
visual
runway.
approach, runway 17 right.
Clear for the visual approach, 17 right, 775.
Clip this tree coming in here. They need to remove that tree.
100 feet. 50 feet. Props full. Knots.
King Air 1399, taxi to parking via Bravo, remain this frequency.
Parking via Bravo, remain with you, 1399, yep. Let's turn that
Salt Lake
off.
ground, November 2994 Romeo radio check.
Loud and clear.
Thanks.
And there's FedEx. Let's pop that back over there. We'll set our brake. Stand by. Coffee maker. Cabin diff is 0. Environment off. Bleeds off. Oxygen off. And feather the prop. Kill the avionics, EFIS, inverters. Then we can do fuel cutoff.
Skyhawk 75775, contact Springs Tower 119.9er.
Disconnected.
We'll turn the battery off. Actually, turn the battery on. It helps for the replay for some reason.
One 1,000 feet to minimums. 500 feet to minimums.
Shh.
100 feet.
It's like you have to dive down and then
50 feet.
get even with the runway first. 'Cause I didn't kill the power until I was even.
Props full.
A little bit of a bounce. It's all right.
500 feet to minimums.
This is always a good one to do from passenger viewpoint. Actually, which side's better? This side's better.
60 knots. 200 feet to minimums.
Night's flight. I'll send you a screenshot of your Microsoft Flight Sim camera settings that replicates XP. Oh, nice. Yeah, please do. That'd be awesome. That'd be very helpful. I'll be working on my honeycomb controls tonight, so not that I'm asking for you to do that tonight, but I'm just saying whenever you get a chance, that'd be helpful.
Feet. 50 feet. Props full. Knots.
There you go. All done. Except we don't need passengers showing. Good stuff. Thanks. Hey, you bet, Coast Pilot. I appreciate you hanging out today. Same with you, 7 Lima Yankee, and new followers. And we're probably not here anymore, but Brad, appreciate you popping in. So you guys enjoy the rest of your Friday afternoon. I'll probably do a random stream over the weekend at some point, and we'll be back at it, normal stuff on Monday. Y'all take care. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe. See you soon. Chase out.
Southwest 3074, you got the airport, 12 o'clock, 25 miles. 3074, thanks. Clear visual approach, 935 right.
Clear visual, 35 right, Southwest 3074.
You're short 286, descend and maintain 11000.
Down to 111,000, you're short 286.
Skywest 4663, connect approach 125.75.
2575 today, South 4666.
Skywest 5166, flying 160.
Heading 160, South 5166.
Skywest 5375, clear visual approach 935 left.
Clear the visual 25 left, Skywest 5375.
You're short 286, connect approach 133.62, good day.
5362, short 26.
United 1144, flighting 270, maintain 13000.
270 heading down to 13,000, United 1144.
Delta 982, descend and maintain 11000.
11000, Delta 982.
Denver approach Frontier flight 266185, descending via the T-bar 2, we have Juliet.
Flight 266, Denver approach, altimeter is 3007, flight present heading, descend and maintain 13,000, 13,000.
Present heading 13,000, Frontier 266.
Skywest 5166, connect approach 125.75, good day.
2575, good day, South 5166.
United 1144, reduce speed now to 210, then descend and maintain 13,000.
210 first, then down to 13,000, United 1144.
Skywest 5375, contact tower on 133.3, good day.
Skywest 5375, see you.
Citation 67 Papa Charlie, 19 Florida cross, with powder at 17, 250 knots, and we've got Victor at Metro.
United 1144, connect approach 133.62, see you.
360, United 1144, see you.
Certified 266, flighting 070.
070 heading, Frontier 266.
Southwest 1278, flighting 070, descend and maintain 13,000.
070, 13, 13,000, Southwest 1278, we have hotel.
Delta 982, flighting 170.
170 Delta 982.
Southwest 3074, traffic heading to your left for the parallel, contact tower 133.3, good day.
33-3, searching traffic southwest 37.
Frontier 266, point of visual, only 35 right.
35 right, Frontier 266.
We're 67 Pop Charlie, Denver approach, altimeter 3007, Victor current Metro, point of visual approach, runway 30 right.
30 right, we have Victor, 67 Pop Charlie.
67 Pop Charlie, descend, maintain 14,000, 14,000.
Gonna maintain 14,000, 67 Pop Charlie.
Delta 982, flighting 170.
We're in a turn heading 170 Delta 982.
Thank you.
Contact the tower on 133.3.
33-3, Scott City 150.
Scout with 5166, reduce speed to 190.
Speed 190, Scott City 156.
Scout with 5166, fly headed 190.
Big 190, Scott City 156.
Scout with 5468, the airport's going to be at your 11 o'clock now in 10 miles.
Inside Sky was 5468.
Scout with 5166, traffic out 12 o'clock and 4 miles with your company, he's at 10,000. Scout with 5468, you said you had the AFL inside?
Inside Sky was 5468.
Scout with 5468, fly heading 020 to join your clear visual approach to runway 35 left, maintain 210 knots.
We'll maintain 210 knots, maintain 020 till established, cleared, visual 35 left, Sky was 5468.
Delta 982, reduce speed to 190, then descend to maintain 10,000.
Well, 190, then 10,000, Delta 982.
Scout with 5166, turn left heading 080.
Heading 080, Scott City 156.
Scout with 4663, the airport's going to be at your 11 o'clock now in 15 miles.
15, Scott 4663.
Scout with 4663, turn left heading 020 to join your clear visual approach to runway 35 left.
020 to join, clear for visual 35 left, Scott 4663.
Okay. 4663, just maintain 10,000 until you're on the final.
10,000 till on final, Scott 4663.
Delta 982, turn 10 degrees right, maintain 10,000.
Then right, 10,000, Delta 982.
Scout with 5468, maintain 170 knots, operator till Diamond.
170 to Diamond, Sky was 5468.
Scout with 4663, maintain 190 knots.
190 knots, Scott 4663.
Delta 982, if I didn't give it to you, reduce speed to 190.
We're there now, Delta 982.
Southwest 1278, Denver approaching, respect runway 35 left.
On 125.75, 2575, see ya.
9,000 till established on the straight in, clear to visual 35 right, unit 1144.
At 13,000.
Southwest 1278, Denver approach runway 35 left.
35 left, southwest 1278.
Southwest 5468, contact tower 133.3.
33-3, Sky was 5468, good day.
Okay. Sky was 5166, you said you had the airport inside at your 11 o'clock and 18 miles.
Affirmative, Scout 5166.
Sky was 5166, thank you, turn left heading 020 to join just cross the outer above 9,000, you're clear visual approach runway 35 left.
020, clear visual 35 west, 9,000 miles, Shelby, Scout 5166.
Delta 982, turn left heading 050.
050, Delta 982.
Southwest 1278, reduce speed to 210.
210 of speed, southwest 1278.
Sky was 4663, maintain 170 knots to Diamond.
Studying the Diamond, Sky 4663.
Oh. Sky was 5166, trespassing underneath you, apply to 2 F-16s, 8,000 feet, you'll be clear from that Selby.
Roger, Sky 5166.
Sky was 4663, contact the tower